Good evening, all my good friends. Good friends and teachers are not the same. Good friends, that means I will be your good friend forever. I will share my experience and my knowledge with you. When you have any problem, I will help you from my knowledge and experience. Now, my physical age, 72. Who is older than that? 72. So, I am an old man. But when we are good friends, that means we are the same. You see that? So even the kids, that we can be good friends. You see that? And this is silence retreats. I will emphasize silence retreats. So we have to very strong on that discipline. Only today that we can talk each other. After I open this, I would like to say that orientation or that's opening ceremony as good friends like this. Very simple, because life is simple if you know how to make it simple. But if you don't know, you will make it very complicated. Can you understand my English? Who is the English speaker or native English speaker? How many of you? If I speak broken English, you don't blame me, because I will use English as a language for communication. Okay. So just the real goal of language, it has 3 purpose. Number 1, to give information. Number 2, persuasion. That means I will persuade you to do the right things. And the last one, to entertain. So that means you have to entertain when you listen. You don't be serious. No stress. You see that? You get information and then you know how to do. And the last one, entertain your mind. Okay? Silent retreats here only 7 days. 7 days. From tomorrow, we will count number 1. 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, and 19 in the morning. That's the end. That we will break the silence. But again, you have to keep in mind, silence. When you learn, that's your lesson. When you learn, if you see silence, very good. Even we break the silence, you still silence. It doesn't mean when we break silence, you make so many violence. So you still in peace, because you have learned. I would like to ask you one question. Why you are here? You know, silent retreats only the means, not the goal. What is your goal that you are here? Can you answer me? What is your real goal? Not silent retreats. That's only the means to bring you to your goal. to learn meditation? That's only means again, not the goal. Peace of mind. Pardon?
Okay. Okay.
Focus.
Yeah.
And
Clarity.
clarity. Stop suffering. Oh, that's very good word. Pardon? Why? I can't get you. Another way to live. Oh, good. So the answer will come out in many answers, but we will put together all answers, all means will lead you to free, because freedom, that's the real goal of human. You need freedom, but you don't know that you are not free now. You are the slave, or you are the one who serves something. You are not free. So freedom, liberty. Liberty Monument. Where is Liberty Monument? In America. Who from America? From where?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Who from New York? No? No one of you.
Okay.
Are you from New York?
New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey, pretty close. Okay. New Jersey. Because the first day that I arrived in New Jersey, and we try to get a friend of mine in New Jersey, and I have the phone number. When I try to phone, and then the end of the line told me that this number disconnected. So that's very hard at the night time. That's New Jersey. Okay. Okay. So freedom and liberty monument. I have been there at the mouth of Manhattan River, you know that? In New York. I climb up to the torch, the torch. I have been on there, and that's the symbol of freedom. Symbol of freedom. Liberty doesn't mean to liberate your mind. You know that? To liberate the mind. Does the mind still stuck with something, or attached with something, or cling with something? Attachment. Attach or cling, or crash, you see. So you have to liberate that. This, you just listen first, and then you will see what shall we do for that. So freedom doesn't mean you free from where? Number one, free from egoism. Free from egoism. Number two, free from suffering. Number three, free from all problems. All problems. No more problems. And number four, free from all disturbance your mind. Nothing will disturb your mind anymore. That's the goal, that we are going there. So we have to work together. We will walk together. And if we go to that goal, you have to remember one word: change. You know change? This word make a man to be a president of America. Right? Who? Barack Obama. Change that we need. And yes, we can. Can you say that? Change that we need. Yes, we can. Okay? So I would like to Listen from you, all of you. You have to say that yes, we can. Okay, so we have to work hard in 7 days. Because last batch, last batch, BATCH, last batch, so many complain because so many people, they're really weak of discipline. So, 7 days, we rest, but rest in the right way. Rest here, physical and your mind. You rest with your work. We have to know how to rest during your work. That's the arts of life. Okay. So, how you have to change what you are going to change. To change habits, habits. And I will tell you at the beginning, habits you cannot change in 7 days. From the research shows, I am a researcher. I got the best research from Simeo, and I have a chance to present my research in Canada 1 month. In 7 big university like Toronto. Who came from Canada? None of you? Oh, amazing this time. No Canadian. In Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, and Brock University. That's pretty close to Niagara Falls. Brock University. Who have been there? Canada. No, none of you. Oh, you have been to Canada. Where? Saskatchewan?
Montreal, Ottawa.
Oh, Montreal. Oh. I love Calgary. It's very beautiful. And now it's full of snow there. Okay. So, the research shows, I come back here. I will not lost the way. The research shows, if you want to change the habit, you have to do the new habits continuously, at least 21 days. So, even you, end of your silent retreat here, and you still keep silence up to 21, and then you will change your whole life. You see that? So, you change your habits. What kind of habits that you have to change? You have to know. If you don't know how to change, you know that life comes from change, and you live with change, and you will go away from this world because of changing, right? So change, very important word. You cannot go away from changing. So you have to run your life in the stream of change with no problem. You can manage your life. Can you get me? So, what is the habits that you have to change? All habits, but what? Wrong habits. You have to change wrong habits to the right habits. See that? So, if you have right habits, do you need to change? No need. You do it. Continue it. You see that? But you have to know what is wrong, what is right. You see that? And when you check yourself, not so easy. What is right, what is wrong. But when you check the others, that's easier. Don't you believe me? You check the others, easier, because you can see the others. But very hard to see you yourself. Why? Because your eyes look at the others. Right? So, now, here, you have to look inside. Look at you. and then you will see yourself. Who have seen yourself? Show your hand. Or itchy, Who have seen yourself? You see, not so easy to see yourself. If you see yourself, that means you will see non-self. You know that? You cannot see with your flesh eyes. You know flesh eyes. F-L-E-S-H. Flesh. Like this. Flesh. Your flesh eyes. You cannot see yourself. The cell that you see from your flesh eye, that's not the real cell. Maybe make you hard to understand. You can see your real self from your wisdom eyes, and your wisdom eyes come from your meditation. So meditation very important. And meditation, you have to work very hard to work with your mind. So why we have to very strong with the discipline here. Follow the schedule, and you have to work all schedule full. Do it for the beneficial or for the fruitful of your outcome. Okay? And only 7 days you should learn a lot, and you can see what has been changed. I think some of you have been through the experience of silent retreats. It seems, some of you. And some, I met a guy at Suan Mok today. Some came to Suan Mok 10 times. Yes. I think not it. That means you have been through one time and you not learn enough. If you learn enough, you can continue by yourself. Why you have to come again? Except you want to join your good friends, like Michael. Right, Michael? Yeah. That's the other reason. So, the habits, I will come here again. The wrong habits. The wrong habits. Number 1, thinking. Number 2, talking. Number 3, feeling. Your feeling. The wrong habits. You know that? You don't know. The feeling, both positive feeling and negative feeling, that wrong habits. Because both positive and negative disturb your mind. Both positive and negative create stress. If extremely positive, what happened to you? You shock and die. The same as negative. You know that? This from scientific way we can prove. You know, they bring 2 groups of people in research to see the movies. 2 kinds of movie. The horror movie and very exciting movie. Before you go to the movie, they measure what? The temperature, your pulse, and keep the record before. And after you have seen that movies, both 2 groups create stress, both. You see that? The same. So you have to observe. So when we talk about positive, people must think positive thinking, positive thinking. Positive thinking, it doesn't mean that you have positive feeling. Positive thinking, that's different. But positive feeling, that creates stress. You understand that? Positive feeling? Yeah. But so you have to observe when you practice. Observe your mind. When your mind free from positive and negative. You see that? That's you have to change your habits. And these habits come from where? Why? You like positive, you don't like negative. You want to go away from negative. You want to get the positive feeling. And you need this because of the big words of habits that I will say. What? Ignorance habits. You know this word? Ignorance habits. That we have this from the beginning of life. And you started that very long. You see that? Ignorance habits. You know ignorance? Maybe translation is not direct from Pali to English. But I don't know how to use this word. Avijja, that means you don't know the truth. The truth of life and the truth of nature. That's we call ignorance. You know that? Okay, I will try to explain to you day by day, and you will understand more and more. Because we have the schedule for me to talk to you. In the morning from 8:30 to 9:30, I will talk to you about meditation instruction in the schedule. And in the afternoon from 2:30 to 3:30, right? That's my schedule for Dhamma teaching. Dhamma teaching, that means I will explain to you about the truth of life and truth of nature. That's the part of to clarify about what? The ignorance habits. To clarify it, and then you can get away from that. And you will understand what I say about ignorance habits from that part. Okay? Michael, can you understand what I say? Okay. And then from ignorance habits, we'll come to eating habits, walking habits. You know that? And then come to breathing habits. You see that? Breathing habits. And about eating, I will show you that I mentioned many bets about the blood in your body. You know how many liters of blood in your body per person? How many? 4 to 5. 4 to 5 liters. And from 4 to 5 liters, how much sugar, sugar, sugar per day? How much that your life need? Your life needed. How much? How much sugar? How much sugar? You know that? Half teaspoon, right? A half teaspoon. And now your habits, how much sugar that you take per day? See that? So when you know, when you have the right knowledge, this is the right knowledge that can change your ignorant habits. Now you have the right knowledge, so you have to change. And in America now they try to to make the law about sugar, because sugar has caused a lot of problem with your health. You know that. So here you have to start about sugar here also. You don't take too much sugar. And the best sugar not come from sugar cane. From where? From fruits. Fruits that we call fructose. You see, that's knowledge. So the world now that we live in the knowledge society, so we have to have the right knowledge, and then we have to change the wrong habit to the right habits. You see that? And eating again. Here we have the reflection before you eat. Someone have to read every time when you take food. Reflection that. And you can use eating for your meditation. Don't eat like your old habits. Can you get me? Even when you take food, you have to take with your wisdom. But that food good for your health. Not eat because you like it. You see that? So I will try here, the people who prepare the food, try to prepare the good food for your good health. Okay, and then when you choose the food, but to me, I have to choose also. In the morning, I have to go down to the village to what? To alms around. You know alms around? Alms around or food offering from the village. And then the villagers, they will give the food that they have been taken in their daily life. And so they don't have knowledge, so I have to choose by myself from my wisdom. I cannot take all that food. If I take all that food, if the villagers have the disease, I will have the disease like them. You see that? So, it's all of you, I think you have not the same habits about eating. Why? I think you have heard this sentence before. You are what you eat. Did you hear that? That's really good meaning. You can interpret in many ways from only one sentence. You know that? You are what you eat. If you eat a lot, you will fat. You see that? Or if you chew very, very rough, and then you will have what? Problem with your digestion system. You see that? That you are what you eat. So this is the habits that I will show you that you have to change. So you are here when you eat. So that's time you learn about your new habits. You try to practice. And if you get out of this center and you continue to do it up to 21. Okay. And then if you practice up to 21, and then you will have your way of life. That means new way of life. This is only one example. New way of life. When you have new way of life, that means you have new life, not your old life anymore. Even eating, you see that you change your habits. So if you want to have new life, you have to change your habits. I asked the people at Sonmo that they have been through that silent retreat 10 days. I asked them, what habits that you have been changed from this training? None. You see that? Because they don't know the goal of silent retreats, that you want to change your habits. If you know the knowledge and you don't change the habits, that you still have problem. You know that's only a half teaspoon per day, but you still take what? 10 teaspoons per day every day. You have knowledge, but you don't have wisdom. You know, knowledge and wisdom, that's different. Knowledge, you can listen from me. You can read from the book. That's only knowledge. But if you don't practice, that's you cannot get the wisdom. I showed this example many times. I think Michael still remember. A friend of mine from Australia, who come from Australia. None of you again. He came to my house and asked him, when did you arrive? And he said, I came to die. You got it? He came to die. That's the Aussie accent. Okay? Oh, you came to die. You understand that? And he asked me, you are laughing. He asked me, what is Thai chili taste like? You know that? Who have been taste Thai chili? That's no problem. But he just arrived and he just heard about the Thai chili. And I said, oh, it's hot and spicy. What did he get? He get the knowledge. Thai chili is hot and spicy, but he doesn't have wisdom. So, you see that? So he asked a question to me. What is hot like? Huh? Is hot like mustard? He think from his own experience. Is hot like mustard? You know mustard? The yellow one that you put in the salad. He said, no. And he said, oh, it's hot like onion. You know, onion. The big that you put in the food, eh? I said, no. And I don't want him to ask me more. So I give chili. See that? And then when he take chili from me, he put in his mouth and he chew. And then he opened his mouth. Oh, it's hot like this. No more question. Can you get? About knowledge and wisdom. So, my meditation instruction, that's knowledge I give to you. But you have to practice and then you will see by yourself. I cannot do for you. You see, that's your wisdom. Wisdom just happened from your practice. You got me? You understand that? So, I will be your good friend, but I cannot do for you. If I can do for you, you will very happy. You are very, you know, I will do all for you, everybody. But I cannot do that. You understand that? So you have to chew the chili by yourself. Okay? Okay? This is the little example about to change the habits. And walking habits, from now, you have to start until you build the new way of habits. When you want to stand up, you have to know yourself first. That's about mindfulness. You know yourself before you stand up. You think first, oh, I would like to stand up, and then you stand up. And then when you want to walk, you have to tell yourself, I'm going to walk. And then when you walk, you just count every step when you walk. It's hard for you. That's the way to change your habits. When you walk back to your room, and then you have to count from here to your room. How many steps? Who knows? I think who arrived on the 10th? On the 10th of... That means you have to walk from here to your room many times. And how many steps? You see, you never know. Even you know, you should count every time. I walk from this mountain down to the mouth of this road. I count every time, but not the same. And because sometimes I'm missing, it doesn't matter about the number, but I want to concentrate on my meditation. You see that? That's the trick. So you change your habits. Do all activities here with the new habits, which you know about the mindfulness with all activity that you have done here. Would be okay? You understand what I mean? I will say to you again. This is the keyword. From the beginning until the end of my life, I love you all. And love without conditions. Love, it has two kinds of love. Number one, love with conditions. Number two, love without condition. If love with conditions, that means that love comes from ignorance. It will create problems. Do you understand what I mean? Love with condition. So I would like to bring the words of Goethe. You know Goethe? Goethe, the German philosopher. Maybe my accent not very clear for you. Huh?
Good.
Goethe. Okay. Goethe. Goethe. Because in Bangkok we have Goethe Center. Yeah. Because when Thai students got a scholarship, they have to train Deutsch language there. The Goethe, Goethe said, I love you, not because of you. You know what I mean? I love you not because you are very smart, you are very handsome, you are very beautiful, you are very rich, you are very nice to me. Not that at all. Because full love in where? In my mind, I may not change. Even you do some bad thing to me, I still love you. Because love where? Where is love? In my mind. I will not change. And I would like you to have this kind of love also. You don't change. If love with condition, when opposite with hatred, you know, hate and love, that love with condition. If love without condition, that means love and love and love and love. You know what I mean? Because you love from your wisdom. Because you know the feeling of love that comes from your wisdom. Why you have to love? That's your duty. You have to love each other. If you hate each other, you will have problem. Because feeling of love where? In you or at the other person? In you. And how do you feel when you have a feeling of love? You feel great. And if you have that feeling of love all the time, this means your life full of love. And you see, maybe some of you used to be Christian before. Jesus Christ, who is the one declared the law of love? Did you know about that? The first line in what? The New Testament said what? Love your neighbor as yourself. You see? If someone beat at your cheek, at your left cheek, you give the right cheek. Do you understand? Can you do that? You see, this you have to know about the language. In the Bible, that we have Dhamma language or the truth language or the mind language, not body language, mind language. You know that? So, I would like to introduce you to read the book that Buddhadasa gave a lecture about the language, human language and Dhamma language. When we say human language, that's the language of materials. Like, you see that? This materials, concrete. But if Dhamma language, that means the mind language or abstract mind language. When I mentioned about Buddha, in Buddha, in human language, that means Buddha. That means the people in history time, more than 2,000 years ago in India. See that? That's the human language. But what happened to the Dhamma language when they said about Buddha? Buddha, that means the mind that's awakened or enlightened, that mind should have 3 characters or 3 C. 3 C's. Number 1, calm, clean, and clear mind. If you have calm, clean, and clear mind, that means you have Buddha in you. You see that? That's Dhamma language. So, why one conclude the Dhamma language about Buddha? He said, actual Buddha is the full bloom of nature inherent in every man. Can you get that? Actual Buddha. You know actual. Actual, that real Buddha. Actual Buddha is the full bloom of nature inherent in every man. And when you mention about Buddha, Buddha doesn't mean awaken. Awaken one, that means you awaken yourself. So all of you can be Buddha. You see, when you are a Buddha, what happened to you? That you are free from suffering. You are free from all problems. You are free from egoism. If you are free from all that, that means you are Buddha. Huh, Michael? Are you free now? You see that? And do you want to have that? The same. So the mind, all human, the same. But because of ignorance, control your mind. When you have that, what? Wisdom. And then you are free from suffering. You see that? And then that means you are Buddha. That's the real Buddha. Buddha, that's only the name. Maybe you can call the other name. You see that? Because name, that human made, that we call relative truth, you just name. So when I mention about name, maybe the people will name in different name, but they mean the same thing. Like the scientists call H2O. What's that? H2O. Hydrogen and oxygen. 2 is hydrogen and 1 oxygen. H2O, what's that? So the British or the people who speak English will say water. How about Thai people? Thai people. Nam. You see that? So when you say water, I said no, this Nam. What happened? You will argue. You will fight. You see that? So you say the same thing, but you say in the different words. So when I mention about Buddha, you can say another words, but you have to see the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's about the language. Okay? So you want to get that goal, you have to change your habits, every activities, and follow the schedule. 2 keys. Number 1, discipline, follow the schedule. Number 2, keep silence, and you learn from silence. If you want to keep silence, don't look at the others, you look at yourself. Talk to yourself. Watch yourself. And you will see yourself. You will see the Buddha statue or Buddha image, Buddha statue there, when going like this. That means see yourself. See inside. See what? See your thinking. See your feeling. See your mind. And everything in your feeling, in your mind, in your thinking. So I will conclude in 3 sentences. You are what you think. You are what you talk. You are what you do. 3 sentences. You see that? If you are good people or good man, you will talk good. You will think good. You will do good. You see that? That's a reflection. If you are bad, you will think bad, talk bad, and do bad. You see, because the thinking they control your talking and your action also. Can you get that? So, I will come back to love again. So, love, there's no condition. I would like all of you have this from now until the end of your life in this world. Don't change to hate. I think your own experience, all of you has been hated or hate someone before, right? If someone do something bad to you, or someone do something that you don't like, you will hate that person, and then you will think you hate that person, but you never see the hate feeling in you. And hurt whom? Hurt you or harm yourself. That means you buy yourself. You know, buy yourself? This word, Buddha Dasa talked to the people at Sonmo. He said, you fly from Norway. You fly from Argentina. That's very far away from here, right? From the north and from the south. If you can stop biting yourself, that's enough for your time you spend here. Stop biting yourself. Can you get that? No one can bite you except you yourself, your feeling, your thinking. This is the key from the first beginning, and then you observe that. So, I don't mind what do you think about me, but I will mind what I think about you. So I told you that I will love you, I will not change, because that's my feeling and my love without condition. And I would like all of my good friends do this also. Can you do that for me? Or you do it for yourself? Can you? All of you? Okay. So, another request from me. People, it has at least two types or two kinds of people. Number one, that people create problems because his life have problem. So he will create problem with all things around him. So I will say that the creator, the problem creators, that's the first group. The second group is the problem solver. Number one, that's problem maker. Number two, problem solver. You know solver? S-O-L-V-E-R, solver. Problem solver. So, here, my request, my good friend, please stay at the second group. What's that? The problem solver. So I heard here that some of you have done that. You volunteer to help the center because center don't have many people to work. You volunteer to do so many work here. That's the problem solver. You see that? No one here will be the problem maker. Can you do that? You talk to yourself. You don't look at the other people. And the last one that I would like to talk to you about, don't watch the mistake of the others. You try to watch the mistake of you yourself and you correct it. Can you do that? This is my experience I would like to share. If you want to get new way of life, new life, and you want to free from how many free? Free from egoism, free from problems, free from suffering, free from all problems, free from all feeling that disturb your mind. Nothing will disturb your mind anymore. five of freedoms. If you have this, don't you think your 7 days here, that is enough for your beneficial or your benefits or your fruitful that you can get from here? That's 5 free. And who can do that? Not me. I can do for me, and you can do for you yourself. 5 free. Can you remember? Michael, please review for me.
The freedom, freedom of
Yeah, 5 freedom.
you do it. Also, this freedom is negative, right?
Did I mention that? Can you remember, my friend?
Suffering,
Okay.
problem,
Oh, Michael, you say what? 5 of free from?
freedom,
Yeah.
egoism,
Egoism. Okay. Number 1, egoism. 2, suffering. 3, all problems. 4, disturbance your mind. All. Nothing disturb your mind anymore. 5, but you forget. That's very simple. Short. Free from? Pardon?
freedom, free from freedom,
The same as to disturb your mind, feeling. Can you remember?
All problems.
All problems, okay. And then will come with no problems. No problem. And then you will not create any problem, you will not make problem, you will help to solve the problem. So your life from now, just your duty to help the people to solve the problem, will not create any problems. Okay? Do you have any questions? And who is the one who ring the bell? You. Who is very important person? You have to be disciplined, and you have to know how to ring the bell. You know how to ring the bell? Oh, you have to learn.
Show me.
You have to learn. And you have. And how we can ring the bell to follow the schedule? Because the bell, the main bell that you have to ring, that wake up bell in the morning. At what time? 4 o'clock. See, and then at 4:30, you will be ready at the meditation hall. Yeah. And then when you in there, no problem. But when you get out, you go back to your your room, and then how to come back to the meditation hall. How to ring the bell? You have to ring the bell before the time, about 10 minutes enough. 10 minutes. Like after lunch, something like that. 10 minutes, you have to ring. But if you stay in the meditation hall, I can control the time, no problem. That when the time is over, and then you can change your schedule, and like you shift from sitting meditation to walking meditation. There's no need to ring the bell. Okay, and at 6 p.m. you ring the bell for chanting. 6, and then 6:30 we'll do chanting. Maybe some of you will against your feeling, you don't want to chant. This chanting, it doesn't mean that I want you to be a Buddhist. You understand? I don't want you to be a Buddhist, but I want you to practice. That's the way of practice, to control your mind. Use this story to practice. And then I will explain about the Dharma language in chanting. You know that? When I mentioned about Dharma language, that means the mind, the language. That means you will see the same thing, but the different name. Like I mentioned about the Buddha. See that? Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So I will explain to you afterward about this, about chanting. This is the first time that we have meeting here, right? Right? You never do anything before this? What did you do when you arrived on the 10th? Nothing. Or you just helping to clean up the place or do? But we don't do anything about the silent retreats, huh? Okay.
We had a little meditation yesterday.
Oh, you have done by yourself? Or Tukata, or lead you already? So, this one thing I would like to tell you. Maybe some of you has been your own experience. So when you come here, you have to start the new experience, that we will go the new route. But if you have done before, that's very easy. Some of you maybe have been through Goenka. You see that? That's different. But the same goal. So you have to start the new route. That's because here we use breathing. The breathing that's that's come from pranayama. You know pranayama. That's how to manage your breathing. So, and the breathing, that's you will learn a lot from breathing, and you can use your breathing for your living and your life. You can use your breathing to what? To solve your problem. You will get so many benefits from breathing. You will see. Okay. And maybe some of you have read some books about what? Anapanasati. Yeah, because maybe you read some books about this. Anapanasati. Ana, that means breathing out. Pana, that means breathing in. You see that? And then we will learn about long and short. Long breathing, short breathing, you see. So I will explain to you tomorrow morning in detail. Okay? That's the way. So this here, only Anapanasati. Not like the way that Goenka do. Goenka, he has his own way. I don't say that's good or bad. You can see from YouTube, Goenka, right? You can go into YouTube, you just request Goenka and will come. And even you go to the center of Goenka, there's so many centers in the world, and you will not see him anymore because he passed away already. You just see from the video. And here, you see real person. Life, life. That means now you can see the real one. Okay. So, do you have anything? Okay, about some other thing about your room. Do you have any problem? Room. Did you fight with some mosquito here? No. No mosquito. About ants? Okay. If you have any problem, you can tell Tukata. Tukata will take care of them. Okay? And about what other things? About, did you take food this morning? How about food here? You can handle? You know, one batch that I remember, the cook or the chef here, not very good in cooking. And we have a really terrible food. And if that thing happened to you, you have to change from the critical to opportunity. Why? How to think? Oh, this is my chance. My chance, CHANCE. This is my chance to taste my life. If I can handle the food like this, and then all food in the world I can handle. You see that? And that means you will not create any problems. You will not complain. You will say, oh, not like food that I have eating before. See that? That's the complaining. Because the people will think back their old habits. You know that? If you want to have that thing, the same that you want, no need to come here, right? You should stay at home and then you do this the same as you have been before, right? So the thing that come to you just change from the critical to opportunity. Remember this. So the wise man, the wise, W-I-S-E, the wise man will have only opportunity, no critical. Please keep this key for you for life. Okay? Any question? This is my opening and my first talk with my good friends. I will repeat again. I love you all. I will not change at all. And I will emphasize on loving. And we will express our loving kindness every night, at the evening and in the morning. And when you express loving kindness, don't express only from the mouth. You have to express from inside, from the heart, from your mind. The heart only the symbol, but the heart, that's not the mind. You know that? The heart, not the mind. The heart, that's what? The master of blood system, you know that? Not the mind. But when we talk about heart, that's only the symbol of mind. The symbol only. You understand that? So I will explain to you more about heart, mind and brain. You will learn more. Michael? And when you understand, and then you will, if you understand this, and then everything is easy.
You understand that. That's why I try.
Yeah. Michael, very good friend. He came to visit me at Son Mok. I think only short time, huh?
Yeah.
You have been through that silent retreat also?
The last retreat, I didn't stay.
Oh, I see. But you show the signs that you have a very good heart rate. You see, the signs can show from where? From your face and your eyes. And so I will tell you, awaken, you can do it now. Awaken one. Awaken does mean you just make your face very bright and your eyes very sparkle, because you have feeling fresh all the time. When you breathing in and breathing out, you tell yourself. You know about CPU? CPU, computer processing unit. But you don't have CPU with you. You have MPU. You know MPU? Mind processing unit. So you have to put the program to your mind. The good program, right program to your mind. Tell yourself that you will be fresh, you will be happy, you will be free. You see? Because your life, you don't want any kind of suffering. Don't create. You tell your mind. Like CPU. If you want to get a good result, you have to put good things inside, good information, good data, and you will get, after processing, and then you will get the good outcome or good result. You see that? your mind, the same thing. And your mind will get from where? From your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, and your body. You see that? That's 5 senses, and then to the 6th one, the 6 senses from the mind itself. That means when you get that, you get the information, you get the good thing to put to your mind. Don't get the bad thing. And I will explain in theories or in the way of knowledge more about this. Okay, this only roughly. You have problem because of your eyes, because of your ears, because of your nose, because of your tongue, because of your body, because of your mind. 6 things. If you don't have eyes, you don't have problem with the picture that you see. You see that? So if you have eyes and you have problems, that means the blind better than you, because the blind don't have any problem from seeing. You see that? Right? So when you have eyes, you have to use your eyes to get the benefit from seeing, not get the suffering from seeing. And you get that? This is the example to explain to you more and more when we stay here 7 days. You don't know that I just came out from the hospital. You know? I came out from the hospital yesterday. From why? Because in the now it's summer. In the summer that's very sensitive with the food. I got diarrhea. I have what you call dehydration, and that means I go to toilet many times and then my minerals go down. That's very dangerous, so I have to go to the hospital and use antibiotic 3 days, and use the minerals from what you call, that's in the back. Yeah.
In Dutch.
Oh, I don't know. In Dutch, huh? Like salted water. Yeah. You see, there's so many scars on my hand. Just came out from hospital. I asked Sugata, do I need to come? She said, you have to come. So I can change my mind, but I would like to come because I would like to see you. I would like to be with you. I would like to work with you because I love you. That even I don't have a chance to see you. Right, Michael? You have any question? You want to ask me? Some of you? Take it easy, huh? I will repeat again. Life is simple if we know how to make it simple. So you have to know how to make it simple, huh? Don't make it complicated. Okay? Any? Yes, please.
Because I arrived late, maybe I got this maybe.
Oh, you just arrived today.
Yeah, so I was
the same as me?
Like you, because I was not at the bus.
Ah.
We were just in the plane, and I arrived, and I was wondering, like, we are going to lecture. Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, during the lecture.
During the lecture.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have question, but you don't ask too much question. Because the silence will not silence anymore. You see that? But if necessary, you can ask question. Okay. If you don't have any question, I will let you free. And then what time now? 8. And about the third day of meditation, we will have interview. An interview that you should ask the question about your practice. Your practice. What problem that you have, and you can talk to me. Or sometimes not problem, but you see something and you don't know what that is, and then you can share experience with me at interview. If you have some more other question, I can answer you, because maybe you have some suffering in mind. And normally I will talk in the class. Okay. Who is come from South America? Some of you? None of you? Oh. Who came from Europe? Maybe all of you. From America, how many? Oh, that's not America, no? Not South America, not America. No Canada, no Norway. Last time we have a man from Norway. It's one more, about two men from Norway, and he knows the place that I have been to Norway, in Drangedal, Norway. Who have been to Norway? Norway or Norway? Because full of snow all years. Because Norway. Who from Switzerland? No? Switzerland? No? None of you? From where? Who from Russia? Russia. Oh, you don't have problem with English, huh? If some words that you don't understand, you can.
I'm rather good to understand.
Okay. Because last year we have one group of Russian, and then we have a translator from Belarus that they can speak Russian. Who came from Belarus now? You? Huh? No? Oh. But Michael from Dutch, right? Holland, yeah, hello, Holland. Who came from Holland? No, except Michael. Oh, where are you from? Oh, France. Oh, I didn't think about France. Where are you from? Israel. From where? Haifa?
Next to Tel Aviv.
Oh, next to Tel Aviv. I have only 8 days in Haifa. Yeah. At the International Golda Meir Training Center. You have been there? That's my experience all over the world. In Switzerland, from Holland, Holland 3 times, because I love tulips. To see tulips at Keukenhof. Have you been there? Maybe some Dutch never see Keukenhof. And where are you from? Austria. Oh, I have been to Innsbruck. You from Vienna?
I'm from Vienna.
Oh, Vienna. Last time we have one from Vienna. That's the land of ballet, music, Mozart, Beethoven, Vienna. A friend of mine from Germany, he said, "Oh, Austria and Germany, that's the same." Yeah. How many from Germany? I would like to see maybe many of you. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, some of you who came in this retreat, when they came back to Germany, and they said, "Oh, Your lecture is still going around my head when I go to bed. My lecture. Okay. From Germany, from France. How many France? Only 2, huh? Oh. You understand English, huh? No problem. Oh, France from where? From America. How many? America.
From America.
Oh, only one, huh? From US.
Yeah, US.
US. Two, huh? Where you from? Oh, from England. How many from England? 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Please correct my English, huh? What else? Huh?
From Asia.
From Asia. Who? Who from Asia? From where? Malaysia? From Japan? Chonburi. Oh, amazing. So you are not Thai? Okay, Thai. Okay. That means she have to understand English. And my English is not very hard because I'm not a native speaker. But I live in the foreign country many years. I study my PhD about 5 years in Philippines and 7 months in Mindanao for rural leaders in Mindanao. You know Mindanao? Mindanao is the south of the Philippines. That's I got the scholarship to train on the training 7 months and 5 years for my PhD in the Philippines. And when I was there, I can speak Tagalog, but now I forget all. Because when you walk in the market, the people don't know that you are Thai or the Filipino, because we are the same, you know. Where are you from? Huh? Vietnam. From where? From Da Nang? From Saigon? Huh? Huh? Nha Trang. Oh, that's the World Heritage, right? No. What's that? The World Heritage? Huh? Pangan. Oh, I have been there. I have been to Ho Chi Minh, to Da Nang, to what? To Hanoi. Yeah. Oh, Vietnam. You see, Vietnam very small people, but they can fight with the superpower as American. Oh, amazing! Like Gandhi, you know, Gandhi. He fight with whom? British, the superpower also, with free hand, no armies, no armaments. Gandhi. Oh. You see, humans, brain and mind, that's very important. Where are you from? What the other countries?
Italy.
Huh?
Italy.
Italy. Or from Roma? From where?
Milano.
Milano. Oh. I love David's. Where? That's in Florence. Huh? David's statue. That's not real one. I think that's yeah. I've been to Venice, to Pisa, to Roma, to where? There's so many places in Italy. Italy, there's very happy people because that's depend on the climate also. You see that in Italy, not very cool. Right? Do you have snow now?
Milano's pretty cool.
Oh, cool in the north, yeah. Milano.
Like food.
I love the arts in Italy because I saw the apartment or the building you build just really fantastic. Not the same, not like in Thailand or in the other countries. We just use like a box. But in Italy, it's really beautiful. But the people in Italy, they really love each other. Huh? They're kissing in the bus all the time. They still have done that, right?
Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes. That's good. You see? And nobody is observed. They just like normal. When you do things regularly, and then everything is normal, right? But at the beginning, maybe it's strange. If you do that in Thailand, very strange. But if you do that often, and then normal again. Because strange not from the action, from where? From the mind. Israel, from where? Oh, how many countries? Israel, from Holland, from Germany, from France, from Chonburi, from where are you? Japan. Oh, from where? Tokyo. Oh, I have very good friend in Tokyo. You know, when he came here to Thailand, I will take him to see all things in Thailand. And when I go to Tokyo, he picked me up from the airport, and everything very simple in Tokyo. When you have friends, you see. So you should have friends all over the world. Very easy. And the men in Japan, they really work, you know. I think they get drunk with work. They work maybe up to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, right? Even now. And a friend of mine, that he is the one who make like artificial equipment for the medical, for the hospital. And now they build a factory in Cebu, in the Philippines. That's, you know, he work hard and get rich. Maybe like American dream. Work hard, get rich, and retire. Do they still have that American dream now? No more? Okay.
This is my retirement.
You happy to be with me? Are you happy to be with me?
Yes.
So. My friend. I don't know who give me this what cashews.
Cashew.
You? Oh, I don't see you.
You weren't there.
I don't see you on that day. I stay in the room, but when
You were twice.
oh really? Maybe I fall asleep.
I think you was
Oh,
very.
when I wake up, why Michael put the what cashews in front of my room? Oh, you.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, very good. Very good food. But the monk can eat only in the morning.
You should have woken up earlier then.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. Some other thing, if you don't ask question about fasting, I will not talk in the class anymore. If you want to fast, you can fast. You know fasting? Fast, F-A-S-T, fast. That means you want to train special for your mind. That's the way how to control your mind. You eat less and then easy to control. Like you want to tame the animal. The wild animal, you know wild animal? The animal who from the jungle. That's still very cool. So you have to what? Release your energy of the animal. Like elephant, that's full of energy. So you have to release the power of that animal. So when you release your own power, that means you can calm your mind easily. You know that. That is the technique. So if you want to fast, you don't worry about too much. Some people, they really worry. Oh, you have to have knowledge how to fast. when you after fast, how to eat. Don't worry about it too much, because you have your brain, and then you have by nature your body is really amazing, will adjust very, very, very fast. You don't worry when you fast. And then water, they can help you a lot. Yeah, that water. You just do one thing, only water. Because in 1974, I start my practice at the monastery. 1974. Who was born before that? 1974? Only Michael. Oh, that means you have more than 40 years. Yeah, because 1974, I start to stop. You know, I used to eat all day when I want to eat. And when I became a monk, the first day we have only one meal a day. And what happened? So eating habits, that's by your condition. You know that? When the time comes, if you eat 3 meals a day, at noon you will feel hungry. And at night you will feel hungry again. So if you eat 3 times, you will hungry 3 times. You see that? If you eat 5 times, you're hungry 5 times. You want to do that? You know? You wake up at midnight and then you take a soup or some food at midnight. About 3 nights. The 4th night you cannot sleep anymore. You have to wake up and you have to eat it again. You see that you build the habit. So you build to eat more meals, or you want to eat less meal. You know that? The babies, they feed 6 meals a day. That means 4 hours per meal. 6 meals a day. And then from 6, they reduce to 5. From 5 to 4. From 4 to 3. From 3 to 2. From 2 to 1. And then 0. That means eat or not, it doesn't matter. That means that people will not have problem with eating anymore. You will have food to eat, or you will not have food to eat. So the monk here, if you want to be a monk, you have to eat. You have food to eat, or you don't have food to eat, it doesn't matter. You see that? That we practice in that way. If you get that point, that means you don't have problem with eating anymore. If you take 3 meals a day, and you said you have to take 3 meals a day, so if you miss 1 meal at the night time, that means you have problem 1 meal. You see that? You can have only morning and lunch, and then you don't have dinner, so you have problem with your stomach. Your stomach will cry. Did you hear your stomach crying? The first day that I stopped from many meals a day for me, I take only 1 meal. Then at the night, at midday, my stomach cry. What I have done with it? Drink a lot of water, fresh water. Drinking water, you drink a lot. You don't worry about that you drink. You never drink too much. You just drink, and then that water will clean your digestive system, and maybe your disease that you have before will go away with the water. That you will see that. And at that time, at the midday, when you get hungry, and your stomach, when you feel hungry, your stomach working, moving, and digest without food, and then your stomach will digest itself. That's very dangerous. You see, you will have problem with your stomach. You will get pain in your stomach. So you have to drink a lot of water to protect your stomach. That's the knowledge, only that. But don't worry about the other things. See that? And I take this. It's my stomach crying about three days. 3 days crying every day. But the first day crying very hard. The second day is crying more than the first day. The third day that's the most crying. But the fourth day is calm down. The fifth calm down. Calm down. And then after that no more. No condition. Because my stomach no. At midday no food. No need to cry. You know that? Like you keep the tiger. You know tiger? A tiger in the cage. And when the tiger hungry, what happened? They will cry. They will just going around and not very long. And then the tiger, they don't have more energy. The tiger will fall down like this. You see that? But if you feed the food, and then when the time comes, the tiger will crying for food again. But if you don't keep the food, and then the tiger will fall down. Like this, the same thing. So, if you want to do that, you will get so many benefits from eating 1 meal a day, like me now. Only 1 meal a day for life. You know? And I can work very hard, all day, all night. No problem. I will give you the benefit from take 1 meal a day. Number one, your body will feel light, not heavy, not fat. You see me? Before this, my weight more than this. I lost my weight 15 kilograms. 15. 1-5. After 3 meals, back to 1 meal. See that? So, you see that? And number 2, your mind is very light. Number 3, you will have less disease. Less disease. Number 4, you will have more power because your body will not work for digestion. And number 5, you will live happily. Live happily. You know that? Okay? Up to you. You want to fast or not? You want to try? But here you have to take only 2 meals a day. So every night you have to take the 8 precepts. You know 8 precepts? That's in 8 precepts. The precept number 6 will mention about you take only 2 meals a day. That means after midday until the dawn, in the morning tomorrow. Again, about this, you don't take any meal or any other drinking after midday, and then your body, your stomach will free from that. That means no digestion. If you take something again, that means you still open your factories. You understand that? So, do you have some meal at your room? So you should bring to here for the public. Then we can take in the morning and at noon. Afternoon, no more. If you want to learn yourself, but if you want to relax, you don't want to change anything, you do it. I will not go to check. You have to check yourself. If you love yourself, you have to discipline with yourself. Okay? Believe me, you will get more benefit than you do that. Okay? That's about eating in 8 precepts. And the precept number 3 is about no sexual intercourse, because sexual intercourse will have the difficulty to do your meditation. And a friend of mine from America who lived in Suan Mok, she said she want to see separate from man and female. You know, separate. Don't stay together. During practice. Is okay? Michael? I don't know, at Suan Mok, they have done that. Maybe they have, because even the dorm, they separate. Yeah. And when they sit separate also. Yeah. At Suan Mok, right? Yeah. So here, we have to do that also. Yeah? You don't mind, huh? Okay? Because we do for you. And you do for yourself. Okay? What else? The Tukata told me this group is very, very, very good people. Yeah, so I'm very glad. And it's true. That's from the beginning, from my observation. Last time, a very young, about 20, 22, they still study in university. That means they still, what? Like teenager. But you are not teenager. Oh, who is still teenager now? You? Oh. Okay. If no question, 8:30 now. I will let you to do yourself, and no need to do for chanting or meditation. We'll start tomorrow morning, in the morning. But tonight, I would like you to sleep in the right way. How? How to sleep? You will never learn from the other center. You learn from here, this center. How to sleep? You sleep like Buddha, lying like this. You know? You know how you have seen the Buddha lying? Yeah. And you just lying on the butt, on the right side here. Oh no, the right side, huh? Right side. And because your heart at the left side, you go like this. But don't straight, huh? You just relax. Relax your legs. And then my homework tomorrow, tell me, when you go to sleep, you breathing in or breathing out? That's my homework. When you fall asleep or you go to sleep, you have to know, you breathing in or breathing out. Like you breathing, oh, when I breathing in, I fall asleep. And then tomorrow you tell me. Okay? Can you do that? You know, last night when you sleep, you breathing in or breathing out? No, you never do that. You see, that's the way of to practice your mindfulness. Even you fall asleep, you know. When you fall asleep, you see that. And you tell yourself, at 4, wake up. 4, wake up. You have to wake up before the bell. And that means you are the one who wake the bell. But if the bell ring and then you wake up, that means the bell wake up you. Can you get me? So you are the one who wake up the bell. Okay, my friend. It's hard for you? Don't be serious, huh? Take it simple. When you're breathing in, you just watch what you're breathing until you fall asleep and you know yourself. And you tell yourself first, at 4 I will wake up before the bell. Just you put in MPU. Okay? So, this center is special, not the same as the other center. This mind experience. Don't you think that you will learn more from the other center? Okay, my friend from Russia. You are from where? From Moscow?
Slavony.
Huh?
Moscow, Slavony.
Oh. Last time from St. Petersburg. But she's still the college students. She's studying in China from St. Petersburg. I have been to Moscow, to St. Petersburg. You see, that's, I think many countries in the world, and now I don't want to go anywhere. So settle down, no more. And I will say that the mountain will not go to the birds. The bird have to go to the mountain. Understand that? Now I stay here like a mountain. I will not go anywhere. Some of my friends invite me to Germany, but I don't want to go. And some of my friends invite me to work in America. I don't want to go. Here is, again. When you are here, you have to think, here is the best for you. The other place, meaningless. Here is the best. You understand that? Because you are here. So here is the best. Okay? And if you can do that anywhere, and you will be happy anywhere in the world. Because here is the best. Because you are here. And here and now, that's the best. That's the key. So I give you so many keys, I think you cannot use it. Okay? Thank you for listening. And I think you will sleep well and you will not forget my homework. Tomorrow we'll see at 4:30 after the bell, and you come with smiling, and smiling from today and forever. Don't turn to be sad. Okay? No more suffering, no more sadness. You say goodbye. Okay, thank you and thank you very much. I have to go to my room. Maybe I have to clean my room. That's the way of monk. Not like when I was a layman. I was a professor in university. When I go to some place, they will pay me, and when you go to the hotel, everything is perfect. But here, the monk, you have to stay with nature. Okay? See you tomorrow at 4:30. Thank you very much, my good friends.